people are struggling and looking for answers, God has given you the solution and has called you to leadership. Now it's time to grow and prepare while learning how to use your gifts. Jamal is an experienced leader that uses his gifts to lead change. Now he's sharing what he's learned with you so you can fulfill your leadership assignment. Prepare to be ignited, to lead like a champion. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Igniting Champion Leaders Live. I am your host, Jamal Maxim, Igniter of Champion Leaders, CEO, and the founder of Lead Like a Champion. It is my assignment to ignite believers who are called to leadership in the different spheres or areas of influence to operate in their gifting and partner with God in the demonstration of his power. And so it is so important that as a believer that you understand that the demonstration of the power of God is not limited to a worship setting like a Sunday morning, but it is to be demonstrated in your daily life everywhere you go, because you need the power of God to be active on you, in you, and through you in order to complete your assignment. So those of you who are listening live in the ICL house or the replay, thank you all so much for being here. Stick around after the video. There's going to be some things that I'll share after the video ends. Those of you who are watching me on Facebook and LinkedIn, give me a like and a follow. Make sure you're commenting. If you're on Facebook, make sure you're watching from my public page so I can comment back in real time. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure that you give me a subscribe and hit the notification so that you know every time that I'm live or have uploaded some revelation. Now, here's the thing. You'll notice that I use the word revelation a lot more than I use the word content. Because one of the things that the Lord told me for kingdom business owners, as well as those who are believers in leadership in any capacity, that we don't release content. We release revelation, because we are in relationship with God and he discloses things to us that he doesn't share with other people. In Mark chapter 4, Jesus said, I would disclose or reveal myself to you and not to them. And then he told them, it is for you to know the mysteries of the keys of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. So by nature of our relationship with God, there are things that are going to be disclosed or revealed to us that are not going to be revealed to other people. By nature of our relationship with God, we have authority in the heavenly realm as well as in the natural realm because of that relationship. And so that positioning and that relationship allows us to hear and receive revelation. Now, in a leadership context, a lot of times we don't say revelation. We say vision. We talk about how we receive the vision and for a business, or the vision for the place we're sent to lead, or we're going to do the vision, implement the vision. And so, but know for you as a person leading from your faith, the vision that you have for your business or for your school or for wherever you're leading, that's actually a revelation. It is something that God revealed to you to accomplish, and he showed you this is what the space you are leading will accomplish, and this is what it will look like when it changes the lives of people. Because a vision or revelation that changes the lives of people for the better originates from God, because God is always looking to make the life of people better. And because you are looking to partner with God in making the lives of other people better, it's going to cause you to deal with opposition. And you're going to deal with opposition that comes through people, but also some opposition that may come to you directly. Because I think about when Nehemiah was concerned about building the wall, it says that when they heard that someone had concern about Jerusalem, they rose against him. So when people hear that you have concern about people who are oppressed. I'm gonna just say it that way very plainly. People who are oppressed and people who are not experiencing all that they should or living the quality of life they should. When you demonstrate concern for them, there's going to be opposition that comes against you to keep you from acting on that concern and taking them to the next place, because the vision that God has given you, whether it's through your leadership assignment, it will always take people from one place to the next. Now, remember, I said when God gives us revelation, it's an invitation for us to think, live, speak, and operate at a higher level. God will meet us where we are and always invite us to go to the next level in Him or a deeper place in Him. Now, that invitation extends to us when we receive revelation. Now, when we act on it and we implement it in terms of it being a vision for where we are leading, it then begins it then extends the same invitation to those we are leading to think, speak, live, and operate at another level. Remember that the vision for the place you are leading is a revelatory invitation that allows people to think, live, speak, and operate at another level. And so, because you are taking people from a deplorable condition to a condition that's more in alignment with their purposes and destiny, and that's more in alignment with what they should be experiencing as God-given rights, you're going to deal with some opposition. Now, that opposition is against you simply because it is against the vision. If you were sitting down and doing nothing, and if you were complacent and just said, oh, my heart goes out to these people, but never do anything, you wouldn't deal with that opposition. But the fact that you are moved with compassion to see people experience the life that they are destined and determined to live, now something is coming against you to get you to back up off of the vision. And so you've heard me talk about opposition before. Sometimes it comes through accusation, false accusation, personal attacks, and all of those things. And you have to lead boldly through that and lead a team boldly through that. Also, you will see that sometimes opposition will come against your mind and your emotions. There is a mental and emotional state that things will try to come against you to make you feel like quitting, make you wonder what's the use, and make you feel as if you shouldn't be doing what you are doing, or maybe that is too hard. And so I want to encourage you today that this is the season to be strong. Now, one of the things that I recognize, especially within the last 2 weeks, if you are leading by faith and living by faith, there has been an increase in a twist of communication. There's been an increase in something trying to cause mental and physical exhaustion, and there has been something trying to come against you to make you be silent. There are specific spiritual entities that have been trying to silence the voice of people of faith to keep revival, what we describe as revival, from sparking out, but really to hinder people from experiencing what they're supposed to experience. Because revival is not about going to a church service. Revival is about bringing new life to dead places. And so you, as a visionary, and your vision breathes new life into dead spaces, places, and people. And so as you are doing those things, there's something trying to come against you to try to make you too tired, to try to overwhelm you mentally and emotionally, to try to twist your communication. You will say a thing, but what you said is not received. It's twisted to bring confusion. And there's been something trying to squelch you and silence you. But I want you to really understand that those assignments are broken as you step and operate in your authority authority as a believer and as a child of God. This is why Moses told not Moses, God told Joshua to be strong and courageous. The very first thing that God told Joshua to do when Joshua was stepping into his leadership position was to be strong and courageous. Now, courageous leadership has become such a catchphrase, we don't know what it is. So let me tell you what courage is. And this definition of courage I've defined and I've pulled from my mentor. Courage is the attitude of facing anything perceived as dangerous, difficult, or different instead of withdrawing from it. Now, sometimes leaders don't want to face stuff. They don't want to deal with stuff in the name of keeping peace and trying to, I don't want to rock the boat or stir the waters. But I'm telling you, what the word peace originally originated from the word wholeness. Now, you can't allow foolishness to happen and to keep going and think I'm going to preserve peace or wholeness. Quietness is not peace, and people living beneath what they're supposed to experience is not peace for them. And when you are assigned to ensure that they get what they're supposed to get, and then you have to help them get it, and until they get it, they won't have peace. Joshua's assignment was to help the people get to their promised land, get to the place, which, remember, they were an agricultural society, so it was a place where they could be financially independent, where they could live the life they were supposed to live. They did not have peace until they obtained it, meaning that there would be no peace for them, there would be no quietness, no tranquility for them until they obtained it. And so the people you are called to serve in your leadership, there can't be peace for them until they obtain the promises that they're supposed to have and live the life they're supposed to live. And so you have to recognize that failing to address something in order for things to stay quiet, or because you don't want to cause confusion, actually keeps the people in a place of peace, not of a place of a lack of peace, and keeps them in a place of living beneath where they're supposed to live. So you have to address a thing, and you have to address it confidently and not be afraid of any backlash for you addressing something. Because if you don't address it, it's only going to get worse, and it's going to keep piling up, keep piling up, and keep piling up. So I encourage you to be strong and to be courageous. You have to speak to some things. Now, I'm going to end this video really quickly, and then I'm going to keep talking to those in the ICL house on Clubhouse. Now, I'm going to give you some things you need to understand that is your responsibility as a visionary or a revelator in your assignment. Because remember, you will have skill that surpass other people because of the grace of God on your life. You will see things that other people won't see. You will understand things that other people won't understand because of God speaking and showing things to you. So your first responsibility is you have to keep the posture of hearing and seeing. You have to keep yourself in the place where you hear what other people don't hear and you see what other people don't see. Because confusion would try to come, opposition would try to come to rob you of that place of seeing and hearing. The second responsibility you have is you have to be confident in what you hear and see. You have to recognize, because you're walking with the Lord and your vision is from God and of God and originated from Him, and you are doing it with Him, you got to be confident in what you hear and see. Some of the opposition would try to make you doubt what you heard, doubt what you saw, and doubt your ability to operate in the power of God. So you got to be confident. The second thing is you have to get the time, or number three is you have to get the timing for the implementation of what you hear and see. What you hear and see has a time frame for implementation. Just because you heard it and saw it doesn't mean you just run and just jump out and do it right then, because you got to have wisdom so that you do it the way it's supposed to be done. Now, in the fellowship that I help lead, we have this saying that it's a yes until it's a no. One of the things that we began to correct with that statement, or add to that statement, is that it's a yes until it's a no, but we have to find out how the yes is supposed to happen. Now, we made that statement because too many people pause and don't move on what they know they should be doing. They're forever planning, forever strategizing, forever praying about a thing. And so it's like, look, you need to get moving. But then in people moving, we need them to do it strategically, because there's a difference between activity and productivity. And I tell you, by the Spirit of the Lord, some people listening or watching this replay, or however you're watching this, you feel like you've been spinning your wheels in the mud. There's been a lot of activity but no movement. And I declare today that that's over for you in the name of Jesus. You will begin to see movement and momentum as you operate out of this place of revelation, and you are strong and courageous in implementing the vision that God has given you. All right, so there's a difference. And so you got to get the timing. Now, number 4 is this. You have to share what you're hearing and seeing with wisdom. I'll say that again. You must share what you're hearing and seeing with wisdom. One of the main responsibilities of a visionary leader is to share the vision. People can't run with the vision if you don't share it plainly. They cannot come alongside you to help you fulfill it if you don't plainly share it. So you have to share it, but you have to share it with wisdom, because you have to recognize they didn't see and hear it. And so they'll be trying to interpret it with their own perspectives and experiences. And you have to be on guard from people who try to interpret the vision from a natural mind. Because remember, the natural mind cannot comprehend the things that are spiritually or supernaturally discerned. So you got to make sure it is very plain and very clear for those who are looking at something from a natural standpoint. But also be careful what you share, when you share it, and how much you share, because some folks ain't ready to handle the purity and the degree of revelation that you have. And so they may speak against it. A lot of times when people don't understand a thing, their defense is to automatically reject and resist it. So you have to be careful and conscious of what you're sharing. And then here's the last thing. You want to commit to living, operating, and implementing what you hear and see. You have to commit to living, operating, and implementing what you hear and see. You must refuse to let discouragement and opposition move you out of the place of implementation. You can't allow the things that are attacking your soul, the things that are trying to come against your spirit, the things that people are saying, the things that look like they're not happening. Don't make that change your commitment to walking out the vision and bringing it to pass. Because remember, the lives of people are at stake. Not only are you leading people in the fulfillment of a vision, but think about the end result. Your vision is to help somebody. And if that vision doesn't come to a reality, the people who are supposed to be helped will not be helped. So those are some things that I wanted to share with you. 5 keys that will help you be strong and courageous as a visionary and a revelatory leader. Because remember, as a believer, your leadership, you're more than a visionary leader. You are a revelatory leader, because God gives you revelation and insight that other people won't get without being in relationship with him. All right, so that's it for the video portion. Those of you in the clubhouse, stick around. We're going to talk some more, because I really sense that there's going to be some breaking off of some things for some of you. Now, those of you who are watching, I want to give you opportunity to be a part of, really to bring me to your event or whatever the case may be, in order to bring what I call an igniting experience to you. You definitely want to get me to come speak. I'm just saying. And so there's a lot of testimonials I could show you of people who have heard me speak in educational settings, in ministry settings, in business settings. They know that they were set on fire, set ablaze to walk in their gift and to operate and to lead change. You want to lead change, and you want to do it in a way where it's sustainable and authentic to the gifting and the design that's in you. Then you need to bring me in to speak. I'll show you one quick testimonial and then I end the video. Here we go.
What's going on, my friend? What's going on, my friend? Pastor Paul here from Deeper Waters Ministry. I wanted to come by really quick to give a huge shout out to a very good friend of mine, a brother and a mentor, Pastor Jamal Maxim. Listen, if you have not booked him for your event, your class, your church, an engagement, a conference, whatever that is, you need to connect with Pastor Jamal. When he came to Deeper Waters, he not only taught about the supernatural, not only taught about power and authority, but was also able to help us receive the impartation of the wisdom that God has granted him. So I encourage you, connect with Pastor Jamal, get him on your books, get him on your calendar so that he can help set the captives free.
All right, so you heard the testimonial. Connect with me, bring me to your next event so that I can help you as you ignite the vision into the hearts of people. All right, so it's my prayer for you, my desire, and always my declaration that you be successful and you lead like a champion. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.